Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Miranda, and today we're going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me. I did a very simple look based on this photo that I saw on Instagram. It's literally just liner, no eyeshadow, it's just a big thick wing. You can also do this with black eyeshadow if you're more comfortable using shadows versus just pure liquid liner, but you know, it's very much up my alley. It's very neutral, very simple. It reminds me of how I used to do my makeup. Like when I was like 18 or 19. I used to definitely, it was 18 or 19, but I used to just do liner and lashes and nothing underneath. This reminds me of when I was young. Not that I'm old, but compared to 18, 19, I'm old. But just before this video gets started, I do want to acknowledge everything that is going on with the Black community and the Black Lives Matter movement. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I have been retweeting, reposting, sharing links, and just everything that I feel is important to read and important to learn about. In the description, I'm going to have a mass document that has just endless information, lists of petitions, lists of places that still need donations, lists of GoFundMes. I want to also link a few videos down below from Black creators so you can actually listen to their voices and hear their experiences, because I'm white, I'm not who, is directly fighting the system. I think as a country and as the world just needs to come together to fight racism and police brutality, but I think it's important to listen to the Black community directly and actually hear what their experiences are, because I've never experienced what they do, and I think it's important to really pay attention to what they're saying versus white voices being just like kind of an echo. But I hope you guys will give them a listen and are staying on top of everything that's happening. I really encourage you not to be complicit and not to just sit around and watch it happen. Being complicit is being part of the problem. But, with all of that said, if you want to see how I did this look and just have a little chat, then just keep on watching. Alrighty guys, I'm just listening to music while getting ready, but I'm going to be doing full face besides my brows. For brows, I used my Anastasia Dip Brow, and then the Boldfacemakeup Better Brows. It's just like one of their smaller, newer pencils. It's like a twist up pencil. Very nice. I really like how they look on like it's like a Brow Wiz dupe from Anastasia. But for face, I'm going to be using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. I have the shade 4N, but these are really nice. Honestly, I have fair 4N, and then I have a different color that's a little bit lighter. This is the darker of the two, but it's got a pretty decent amount of coverage. Like my skin, I have nothing on it right now. I've got some redness just from previous scarring. I've got a few actual blemishes on my chin just because we are in trying times. But I'm happy with just this on my skin, especially in the summer. It's been in the 80s recently. By the way, I'm sorry if you guys can hear my fan. It's not directly by the camera, but if I do not have something on in my room, I will just like sweat just from sitting. Like this section of my room that has my makeup, I had to get another like separate fan for this part of the room. I don't have it on right now because I haven't needed it, but when I'm doing like IGTVs or videos that I can have noise because I'll just put music over it, that fan is going to come in such good handy, because whenever in the past few days, when it's like at the hottest point of the day, like my room is I'm on the top floor of my house, and like everything's basically the attic. Like my closet connects, like there's a door in my closet that connects to the attic. I have a door behind me that connects to the attic. Like we are in the top part of my house, so she gets toasty. But I'm so excited that I finally have a fan just to have on in front of me, so that like when I'm sitting, like, so I sit on my knees, so like I'm not on my butt right now, I'm on like my stool, but I have to sit higher so that this molding that is of like around the closet door doesn't show as much. So we are just propped up here, but my legs just like sweat if I'm just like without any fan, without any, you know, air conditioner or anything like that. But fan hype, that's all I gotta say. I'm very excited. But hopefully you guys are doing okay. I'm sure I'm gonna plan to say this in the beginning of the video, but I will be having resources and information linked down below, and I want to also incorporate other creators' videos, specifically black creators that have made videos about the Black Lives Matter movement and everything that's going on. You know, I don't make money from my videos like on this channel. I will be donating my YouTube monthly check in July, as long as I, you know, meet the threshold. I should, but that money is going to be getting donated from my main channel of YouTube. I don't make money on this one, so I don't get like, you know, there's no ads, I don't get ad revenue. I don't know, actually, I'm not monetized on this channel. I'm not sure if you guys probably still see ads, but I don't get the money from them. But I am, you know, doing my best to share resources and information on my Instagram and my Twitter. I'm constantly sending petitions, I'm constantly adding stuff to my story, adding, you know, just any information that I think is useful and things that I think people should read and actually, you know, take the time to consider. Also, I'm not going to talk about the products specifically that I'm using. I'll have a list of everything in the description if you are interested in any products, just because I already forgot to talk about concealer and I'm just already on contour, so I'm not going to worry about thinking about it, because I know that I'll end up missing something and then everything will be listed anyway, so don't you worry about that. But, you know, how is everyone's quarantine going? I'm still quarantining. I'm still going out wearing a mask. Everything's reopened pretty much. But, you know, this whole virus thing, it still exists. It didn't just disappear overnight just because Americans decided they were bored of it. But, you know, I hope you guys are staying safe. I don't know anyone like very close to me personally that has had the virus, so, you know, even though it may not be affecting you directly, it still exists. It's still very real. You know, it just blows my mind. There are people that think it's still a hoax, and it's like, please don't breed. Don't repopulate. Please, we don't need more stupids on this planet. But hopefully, other than all the craziness, you know, in the world, I hope you guys are doing well. My mental health has been pretty bad, honestly. Like, the past few days, I mean, in general, like, I've just been not doing great. But I mean, we've been forced into an isolation, basically. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what day this will be up, but as of today, tomorrow, I'm going to get to see my boyfriend for the first time in 3 months. Like, we have not hung out. We both have people in our families that are high risk, that if we happened to have it, or if we were just carrying it, then if they get sick, that is not good, obviously. Like, the thing is, like, even if we got it, there's still, like, there's just a chance that our bodies won't fight it off great. Like, there are young people needing lung transplants. Like, the way that, it's just crazy how the virus develops into pneumonia and it affects, like, your blood if it gets too severe. Like, shit is, it's crazy, it's scary. Like, I don't feel stressed if I go out, but if I think about it too much, then I'm like, the virus. But I'm always wearing a mask, I'm always washing my hands. If I do go out, I really have only been going out for necessities for the most part. But, you know, I've taken up skating. Like, I bought rollerblades. I'll have a link to them in the description if you are interested. They were on sale. I'm not sure if they still will be. But I bought me and my boyfriend. So I had bought first a kid's pair because my foot is small. I wear a women's 7. But if you are looking for skates on a budget, if you go to Dick's Sporting Goods or even Target or Walmart, I would imagine, the youth sizes, like the boys 5 to 8 is like men's sizing. Like, I'm a women's 7, which is like a men's 5, and the boys youth 5 to 8, like the adjustable ones, like for kids, those fit my foot. The only thing is, there's a, like, if you're a beginner, I think they're perfect for you. They go a lot slower than the adult ones. I had bought myself a second pair of actually adult women's ones, also from Dick's Sporting Goods. And I bought him and I basically the same pair. Mine's just the women's and his is just the men's. So we're matching, so that's super cute. But I think that's what I got blades. You know, I want roller skates, but I've never roller skated. I've only roller bladed. I know there's a difference, but I mean, they're inline skates. I bought inline skates instead of quads. But all I've been seeing is just a bunch of girls skating on TikTok, and I'm like, I want to do that. I love ice skating, and rollerblading is very similar to ice skating. The way that you have to move is a little different, and the way you stop is a lot different, but you know, ice rinks are still closed as far as I know. The one that I usually go to, I know, is not opening to the public until September, I think, but they're still doing lessons. I'm not sure about other places, but since we can't go ice skating, rollerblading is the next best thing. It gives me not the same feeling, but almost the same feeling, because I love ice skating. And rollerblading is similar enough to where it's fun. And you know, it's been a good exercise. Like, if you're looking for a new activity, I would take up skating. Oh, the boy ones, like the kids, they came with like the wrist guards and elbow pads and knee pads. So I used the wrist guards the most. I did go one day where I didn't wear them, and of course the one day I didn't wear them, I fell, and I did cut my knee pretty badly. But she's better now. We are living our best life, thriving, truly. But it's been a lot of fun, you know. We've also been playing, and by we, I mean my brother and my brother's boyfriend, because Dan, our brother and Dan, who you guys have, if you watch my Pokemon Go vlogs, they are in my vlogs because we all live together in the same house. We've been quarantined together pretty much the whole time. But we've been playing badminton, and pickleball. And pickleball is a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. It's been good summer times, I gotta say. Badminton's really hard. I'm really not that great at it. But pickleball, you know, it's just a nice summer activity to do with your friends or your family. You know, as long as you're social distancing, I think it's okay to hang out with, like, you know, your friends if you need to. Like, my boyfriend and I are gonna go skating tomorrow, so I'm gonna be outside the whole time. I'm still not hanging out at his house quite yet, just again because, like, even if I have, like, it and I'm carrying it, it's like, oh, it's just a risk anyway. But I'm excited just to see him and hang out and talk, like, in person. We FaceTime, but, you know, it's not the same. And I've been big sad, but I'm excited. You know, I'm hoping things end up looking up soon. I'm fully just planning for my 25th birthday to just be like a picnic outside. I'm just gonna order my favorite restaurant and then just have a picnic outside and then have an Animal Crossing birthday party. How is everyone's Animal Crossing towns? I guess that's a question. Because the game's been out for how long? Almost 3 months. June 20th, it'll be 3 months since it released, which is crazy. But I hope you guys are doing alright. You know, there are a lot of days where I'm not doing great, but we're trying our best. Days like today where I'm vibing. Today, as of today, the new Pokemon DLC released. I'm very excited about Politoed because they're being introduced in the game, which is very exciting. So for eyeliner, I'm just going to go ahead and use my normal Haus Labs Punk Liner. So I'm going to do liner and lashes, but I'm just going to zoom through my liner because I can't talk while I do my liner, and then I'll be back for more stuff. And for the liner, usually I would keep the inner corner very small and just leave it big on the out, but I am going to very much make like this whole wing. Like the eyeliner is basically replacing the shadow, so it's going to be like just all over. It's this big wing that just takes up my entire lid pretty much, almost. Then I'm just going to be using the same liner to fill it in because I want this to be super duper matte. Usually I fill in my liner with the e.l.f. liquid liner. Sometimes, like for my normal liner, it's nice, but I want this to be super ultra matte. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take the Colourpop Mulan Disney collab. I'm going to take the shade Fighter, which is like a light, it's like a pecan yellowish kind of shade, very neutral. I just want very subtle color, just so, I'm not doing any mascara, I'm not doing any liner. So this kind of, in my mind, creates a balance. It just adds something so it's not just like concealer and powder, if that makes sense. So now it's time for mascara, and I have a little sample of a new one. I don't know what I did with it, and by new I mean it's not like new, it's just new for me. It's the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I assume I probably got this from like a Sephora, you know, sample or something at the store, you know, one of those things. Ooh, that reminds me, if you have Sephora points, if you shop at Sephora and you are like a VIB member, and Rouge and all that, you can trade in your points for, like, they convert over to dollar donations. So there's like 1,000 point tier conversion, and there's a 1,500 point version. I had 1,600 points, so I ended up cashing those in for a $30 donation. I think the 1,000 point redemption is 20. So if you have points that you're not using, you could put them towards a good cause. It was easy, and I mean, it's not free because you only get points if you spend money at Sephora, but I already had them, so for me, you know, they've just been sitting for nothing. So that was really good of them to do. I'm very happy that I was able to, you know, use something that I already had that ended up converting over to a donation, which I like a lot. So my lashes, of course, I'm going to be using my Boldfacemakeup Alter Ego lashes. My favorite lashes ever, honestly. I'll be sure to have a link to stuff that I can actually link down below, other than just listing it. But I just really hope everyone's doing okay. Like I said, mental health is at an all-time low in this house, but I'm trying to push through. I've been streaming and that, you know, I just haven't been motivated to do that, which makes me sad. I'm happy that I was able to, you know, film today and actually do something. After this video, I'm gonna film a how I cut my bangs video because they are long. Like, I have them curled right now because they are too long. I need to get them trimmed, so they're not gonna be seen bangs anymore, but I can still turn them into a side swept, but they're not gonna be as spiky as they were in my last hair cutting video, because I'm sure people actually want to see our legitimate straight across bangs cutting video. So tune into that if you are so inclined just to watch, or if you actually want to know, you know, how to cut bangs, or if you're interested in getting bangs. Let me know what you guys want to see. I got the e.l.f. and J. Kissa to the Rescue palette. I did an IGTV, but of course I used the Run the Orange because of course I did, because they're warm tones, and of course I did. But if you want to see more looks with this palette, let me show you guys. If you haven't seen it, I decorated the front of mine, you know, like this. So far you can put more stickers or less stickers, but I think it's super cute. It's a nice rainbow palette. It's vegan and cruelty free, but of course I used the red shades and the oranges because they're so pretty. But the blue, I want to like blue so bad. I do. But if you want to see looks with this palette, let me know. I also ordered the Beauty Bay. It's like a pastel palette. It's not here yet, but once that gets delivered, I am so excited. It reminds me of the Lime Crime. Is it Lime Crime? Sugar Pill? I think it's Lime. No. Maybe it's Sugar Pill. No, it's not. It's a whole different. It's like, it's some kind of, it's a creepy cute palette. I don't know who makes it. I'll put the name on the screen because I can't think of who the creator is. But I've seen people that have that, and I never bought that palette, but this reminds me of that, where it's got like pastel colors that typically are not your stereotypical colors. But, you know, I want to be excited to create. I know that today was a very simple look, but I feel the prettiest when I have very simple, easy looks on. It's just my personal preference. I feel like I know for sure I'll like it. It's very simple. I feel very good in very neutral, simple looks. But I want to do more color. I like color. The thing is, I don't hate color. I really like how I look when it's just very simple, very basic. Then for lips, let's just wipe off all the foundation, I guess it would be. Tinted moisturizer, I don't know. So I'm going to be using the Colourpop Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Zuma. I feel like I get asked a lot what's on my lips, and like this lip is basically my lip color. Like, this makes my lips look so natural. The Ultra Blotted lips in general, they're very natural. They're not like super thick or anything. You can barely feel them, and they fade very nicely. You can't really tell that anything was on your lips, at least with this color. But it just evens out the whole color. But it's just so pretty. It's so natural, and I love it because I don't really wear lip products that often. I don't like my top lip, so I don't wear lipstick that much because dark lipsticks, unless I use a plumper or overline majorly, it just looks bad. But that is pretty much the end. Oh, let me get my septum back out. She's so cute. But that's going to be the end of this video pretty much. Let me know what kind of looks you guys want to see. Any colors specifically, any palettes specifically. You know, I want to create more. I want to get back into the groove of actually doing fun things, but I'm trying to dip my toes back into motivation because it's just hard. But I love you guys very, very much. Again, I will have a list of all the products I used in the description, as well as links to resources and information about everything that's going on right now. Please go give the resources a look. Sign petitions, donate if you have the means to. I'll have a link to the playlist that if you just watch the videos, the ad revenue is being donated to organizations. But try to keep your guys' head up, you know. If you need to take a break from the internet, please do. Your mental health is important, especially during times like these. But yeah, you know, we're all just kind of trying to do our best. But I love you guys very, very much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!